Hey everybody, Ryan Thenis here. I just wanted to show you a couple of days from this new horror film I just finished. I'm going to talk about the lighting setups, camera techniques, and all the different camera angles that we use to make the film look how it does. Hope you enjoy. So this is the opening scene of the film. It's one of the first girls. She drives up into the driveway and she gets out of the car, and you'll see in a later scene. But this one was real simple. We just used basically the natural lighting and the lighting of the headlight. I had the porch light on so you could get a little bit of a glow. These scenes are real cool because I kind of lit them like a film noir type, because I only had the one light above the trash can, which was supposed to be like a porch light sort of thing. And we used the dolly tracks to move in on her, so it'd be nice and smooth, and be a nice smooth pan over into the garage. I really like this scene though, just the lighting is nice, real simple. And if you look, you see the reflection on the window back there. And then it's gonna cut to this scene, which is where she gets stabbed, and you're only supposed to see the knife, which is the same light over the house, just darkened a little bit so you only see the hand. And these were all daylight scenes, and I used a 6x6 poly frame. And I was going to do this on a dolly shot, but I did it handheld instead. I thought it would look a little bit more natural. And these were just kind of coverage for the scene. You always want to shoot coverage, so always make sure you cover yourself. I even got some close-ups of the blood. And this was natural light. I had a white reflector on the side just to bounce the light back up through the plastic. As you can see, I'm pouring it on there just to make it some more drips. This was cool. I didn't use any lights for this. I just used the sun. What it is behind my back for me filming is the sun, and I used the 6x6 poly frame, and I used that. It's kind of like a big piece of silk, and I use that to diffuse the sunlight to give it a nice soft glow, but also so that you can see the background so they're not contrasting too much. And I also used a reflector to bounce light back up onto his face on camera right, his left side. I really like these. They turned out good. None of this is color corrected. This is all straight footage from the camera. He was a cool guy. Now these, I really like this scene. I use the Energizer Weather Ready, I believe is what it's called, but it's a flashlight that uses LEDs, but it's a kind of a panel light. It's about 6 inches long by 4 inches wide, and I put a diffuser. I laid it on top from the Road Rag kit, so it was just a piece of silk. It wasn't on a frame or anything. And I laid that over the light to give it a nice soft glow, but she was just holding it in her lap. Looks real nice. And then I just played with the exposure on the camera and the different white balance settings to get the nice color that we wanted. And we also put a black flag on the left side of the car, or camera left, so that it would block out the light from the street light when Taylor moved in, so it wasn't an orange glow on his face, it was just white. Now all these garage scenes are supposed to be part of a dream sequence where the detective goes to sleep and he wakes up from taking sleeping pills, but he has this crazy dream. That's why with horror stuff you can be a little bit more theatrical. So we used the red as the main light, and up in the corners green, and then the practical light, which was the hanging down light. But it gives it a nice white glow with the practical light. The red front looks really cool. And I did this handheld because in editing I'm going to play with it so that it looks really shaky and really cool, because I'm going to play with the speeds a little bit. And I really like these shots of the wrapping the plastic. You get that nice glow behind them from the mechanic practical light that we used. It was a nice touch, I thought. I really like doing focus pulls for some reason, especially if it times in with the actors. So that's what these shots are going to be. But I just like the green up in the corner on the rafters. Looks nice. Gives it a dark look. And that contrasts with the red to make it look evil. And I wanted that hard shadow behind him to make it look even more scary, darker. But a lot of this was handheld and dolly shots. I like that shot. It was a nice dolly shot. And this one we came around, we're on a little mechanic seat so we could swivel around. Just did it handheld. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed.